Morning to everyone. Shall we start our class? Okay. Can you revise 2 minutes, which is last class we discussed? Just 2 minutes. It's atomic masses, how to find out. Hmm? I will try to start our lesson today from basics onwards. The introduction maybe you know very well, but still, hmm, for formality purpose, which is the answer today given, we can start. Even by reading also you can understand all these things. Still you can try. And just revise our class notes few minutes. That crisscross method, some any different ions I given, which is you feel that is first time you are seeing that ions. Those ions names also you can revise. Try to revise class notes few minutes. We'll continue. Still some of friends joining. Still. If any doubt, one or two doubts we can share. We'll discuss. Completed revision up to 1 to 30 elements, atomic masses, everything. You remembered? Try at least one question. Atomic molecular weight, calculate the molecular weight of FeC2O4. Try to calculate molecular mass. For cation, special name they given, then only have to use different suffix, otherwise end with IUM, whatever. Okay. Mostly IUM you are using, ending with IUM cation names. Mostly that Mn plus 2 more than Mn2 plus means they will combine always like salts, MnO4 minus like this way. Then this permanganate, like this way they have salts fixed one. Yeah, you got different answers. You have only 4 options in examination, but you got more than 4 options. Can you try? What is the iron atomic mass? Anyone? Is it 56? Iron? Iron 56? I think so, 56, correct. Plus, you can add now remaining 2 into 12, 24 plus oxygen, 64, 16 into 4. How much total? What is the answer? Finally, take if more than suppose 55 point something is there, 5.6 or 7 something, we can take this approximately upper value. If that is 55 point something 3 something is there, we can consider somewhat. Fine, at least if you know process more than enough, most of the people. Anyway, examination they will give values, but we can remember up to 30. Sometimes they won't give answers, values. Especially which you are going to write exams here 2 years. Those papers you don't have single value of elements molecular weights. They won't print. You need to remember all these things. What is the final value here? 144. Is it correct? By adding all these three? Okay, fine. Whatever. Correct. So this is the way you need to calculate molecular weight. When you need to use U and when you need to use grams, we will discuss that is mostly expected today. We'll try to complete. Otherwise, tomorrow we can do, that is next class. Which is I'm going to discuss everything is from NCERT only now onwards, because you have to start lesson. Still now we discuss basics only. Even starting point, everyone physics and chemistry mostly common. Otherwise, you studied at lower classes also. There is no much more difference which I'm going to discuss. Try to practice regularly. Most of the students good and more active people, but maintain that is okay. Don't neglect. I know already these things. What is the sir going to teach you? Don't think that one, because that your interest make easily difference from others. They're continuing that interest now. Small things that is fine, but next class will come slowly. Little bit more things. You should not neglect any time. Chlorine you can take 35.5 only. Don't take 36. I given up to 20 elements. First those you can remember 100%. There is no exception in that case. After that, which is we have that one, those you can follow the table. If you follow exact values, that's too good. Fine. Now our first chapter name stoichiometry are some basic concepts of chemistry. Stoichiometry are some basic concepts of chemistry. Stoichiometry. So both are same, not different. Because different books they will give different way. This is our chapter. This chapter is very simple. Like if you know vegetable calculations or provision shop how to calculate. Like 1 dozen mangoes is 100 rupees. Assume that one, not 100 rupees, more than that. Suppose 100 rupees 1 dozen mangoes. Then what is that 2 mangoes cost? Like that way, that type of questions will get. Otherwise here 1 kilo of tomato 10 rupees. Then what is the 100 grams tomato value? These type of questions. If you learn this basics easily, you can calculate so many interesting calculations easily. Okay, but basic thing because we are going to be study here chemistry or science people, they can ask grams, milligrams. That's only. Okay. I think so. Some basic physics you have that one, units and dimensions. Those chapter concentrate more because in that chapter they have even significant figures, rounding, all the rounding of all these things. In chemistry also you have that one, but we are not going to discuss in chemistry. Physics we are going to be discuss, that is everything which is chemistry related purely, that's we are going to discuss in this chapter. Okay. And units and all these things you can remember from that chapter, but basic units I will give few, just formality that is. But first chapter of physics, concentrate more and practice more. Try to read NCERT book, whatever you have book source. What is the nature of matter? Starting onwards, we are discussing already. Know this one. Nature of matter. Nature of matter. These are formality. Mostly people know that one, but still you can't say, sir, you didn't cover this one. That type of words to avoid this one. Nature of matter, anything which has mass and occupies space is called matter. Okay, for example, you can take within our surrounding everything. Okay, or books, pen, everything, any substance is matter. Clear? Then generally matter, how many types? Okay, matter, state of matter is generally three types, mostly are going to be discussed. State of matter, state of matter means which state they present. So we given matter definition followed by state of matter. This is three states majorly. Solid, liquid, gas. Any example of solid? Everything is solid in surrounding us. Wall, which is that solid state. All the atoms here, they're combined state and they packed very closely. And here little bit loose, that they have distance between here. All atoms they packed very closely. That's we called solids. And here you may have liquids, little bit far away. Attraction is there. Okay. Like this, they have attractions. These are far away. They have little bit attractions. So these are the liquids. Gases, there is no chance. They don't have very far away, very weak attractions they have. Attraction they have, but very weak attractions. So these are gases. Which is far away means they have individuality more and they can move very fast. So whenever they are moving very fast means they have automatically high kinetic energy. Okay. So indirectly they have high thermal energy also. They can move very fast. Clear. So which one have high kinetic energy here? Gases. So kinetic energy order or thermal energy order you may can take. Okay. Thermal energy order or kinetic energy order. I'm giving next point. Otherwise you can write here thermal energy. Which one have more thermal energy, which can move very fast. That's they have more thermal energy. So gases have more thermal energy than liquids, than solids. Here, keep in mind, I'm giving one point that is not related to here, but my way of teaching is different. Once completed 2 to 3 chapters under the guidance of me, you can get maximum knowledge basics. Okay. Not only related to that chapter, wherever we are getting main points, we are going to be discussed in this situation. Okay, whenever situation came. That is my way of teaching is different. Not only whatever book they contain. I'm keeping in front of in my mind. In future, will get benefit or not, which is I'm going to teach every point. Clear? Because by teaching only chapter means we can't solve IIT, JEE advanced questions and Olympiad questions, KVPY questions, all these things. Okay. That's why you have to think all certain level. One day you can't build your thinking level high level. that will go slowly. You have to think all the directions once you know this knowledge. So your teacher should be little bit good. They have to guide you according to that one. Okay. So thermal energy they have gases is more because they have particles is more far away means they can move very fast. They are moving fast means they have kinetic energy. Indirectly kinetic energy related to thermal energy also. Clear. So this is the thermal energy order. Keep in mind stability inversely proportional to energy. That is a word you can note down. This statement we are using whole chemistry most of the time. Okay. Stability inversely proportional to energy. Can note down that point. Stability. Okay. Stability of any compound. With respect to we are discussing about our chemistry and chemicals. Okay. Inversely proportional to energy. Even inversely proportional to later this word also you are going to be used. Not related here, but I am giving flow. It means that is related to that one. Charge also. That is maybe positive or negative, doesn't matter. Okay. Positive or negative. Anything. Positive or negative. Anything. Anyway, now which one have more thermally stable based on this value? Thermal stability order. Among the three, solid, liquid, gas, thermal stability order. Which one have more thermal stability order here? So first, solid, because that have less thermal energy. Next, liquid. Next, gas. Thermal stability order. Anyway, I hope you know this one. If solid we are heating, what will get, sir? Liquid, first priority. Okay. Still I am heating. Gas. Reverse is same, cooling, that is. Okay. You are doing cooling, we'll get back. Maybe you are heating some substances there that directly can convert into gas, or that's we call sublimation. I hope you know already sublimation. Camphor, also sublimation. If I'm heating directly, you may convert into gas, that is. Okay, that is sublimation. I2 undergo sublimation. NH4Cl, I think so. Okay, or NH4I. All these are may undergo sublimation, camphor. But we have liquid state via liquid state only, but liquid state disappear very fast. Okay, you can't go directly gas state. First you have to get liquid state, then gas state only, but very fast that can occur. That's why finally I can observe solid and liquid. Those we called sublimation of particular substance. Clear? Yes, naphthalene is correct. So many examples. Good. All this correct. I remembered. Different examples. Fine. Correct only all these things. This is next matter again classification. We done here. Again they given matter classification. Mixture. Okay. And here pure substance. Okay. Mixtures. These are two types again. Homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture. Clear? Then these are two types again, elements and compounds. Elements and compounds. What is the meaning of homogeneous means? You can't suppose we are mixing with is the liquid water, you can assume that one. Either you can add sugar or salt. Then after some time, maybe stir it, stir that one. Finally, that can mix. After dissolving, you can't find out salt and water separate, which is mixed perfectly, and we can't separate two different. Like salt is there, still water is there. That form uniform mixture, uniform. That's we called homogeneous. Air also. Air will contain nitrogen plus oxygen. So many gases is there. Okay, but you can't separate that one. This we called homogeneous mixtures. Heterogeneous mixture means we can find easily. Okay, by mixing two different solids, we can identify easily. Clear? Two different color substance you can mix, like even books also you can mix, books and pens you can mix. You can identify that one too. Huh? Heterogeneous. So they have different phases. We can identify which you can identify after mixing components. That's we call heterogeneous. Hetero means different. Homo means same. Okay. Suppose you are mixing two different color pens, red pen, blue pen, green color. You can identify that one. After mixing, you can keep in one tub. Again, you can take out. That's heterogeneous. For example, I think so your textbook they given salt and sugar. They given examples. You can use any example here. Huh? Doesn't matter. What about elements here? Pure elements. Suppose I am taking only sodium metal, copper, Ag, Au without impurities. And compounds pure. It will form compound pure water without adding any minerals. And NaCl, only pure NaCl without any other impurities. You can take even sucrose, C6, H12, O6, pure. So all these are pure compounds. Here. Yes, correct. Sand in water, sand in oil. Okay. Understood. Homogeneous means one phase. So you can't identify one phase. If you once you dissolve anything in water, you can't separate after dissolving. That looking one phase, only water. That's we call homogeneous. Once you mix any two components, you can't identify, you can't separate them, and looking only one phase. Okay, those you called homogeneous. Okay, otherwise you can add like some our student they given sand in water. Yes, you can add sand in water. Sand and water they won't mix 100%. You can separate out sand by using your hand. That is heterogeneous. Clear? Understood? Fine. Next. I think so. This is pure substances means they should be pure. They should not contain any impurities. That's a pure substance. Air is homogeneous. Okay, you can't separate gases by looking simply. Air is homogeneous only, not heterogeneous mixture. Clear? Air is homogeneous. Too many gases is there. Can identify by looking air. Suppose all we are ordinary persons, anyone you are Superman, X-Man, Iron Man is there, you can identify by looking air, N2 is there, O2 is there, I can separate out, you can do that one. But we are thinking we are just normal persons, anyone is there like those people, then you can think. Air is homogeneous mixture, you can't separate out. Fine. All these things NCERT they given very clearly, you can read, this doesn't matter. Huh? Actually our chemistry is in front of, we have that one. Huh? So now we done, these are the matter, and after that we are going to be studying properties of matter and their measurements. Clear? Properties of matter and their measurements. You can note down. Next one, properties of matter. And matter means just substance we find. Then what is their properties? How we can measure? That's you are going to be that one. And their measurements. So in this case, first one, properties you are going to be studying physical and chemical properties. Physical and chemical, two types of properties, physical and chemical properties. So what is the physical properties? What is the chemical properties? Can you think that one? 1 minute, which is we call physical properties, which is chemical properties. Just think yourself, which is we call physical properties, which is the chemical properties. What the difference? Got any idea? Physical and chemical properties? List idea. We don't want any definitions here. Physical properties refer change in appearance. Fine. Physical properties of matter, solubility, hardness. Yeah, fine. That's also without bringing a chemical changes. Physical property. Yeah, correct. Hmm. Ductility and malleability. I think you have idea, but formality purpose I will give just word. Hmm. So physical properties first. Hmm. If you want to can note down sentence, otherwise leave just remember meaning only. Doesn't matter. Can be measured or observed without changing the identity or the composition of the substance. Can be measured or observed without changing the identity or the composition of the substance. Okay. So without changing identity or composition of the substance. For example, here they given color. Okay. Order means order. I think so you know that meaning. Order. Next, anyone? Melting point, boiling point. Okay. Density. You can take here density. Maybe viscosity. You can take viscosity, surface tension. All these are physical properties. So in that cases, to measuring that cases, no need to change any chemical properties. Viscosity, surface tension. We are going to be study all these things properties. These are the physical properties. So exactly opposite the chemical properties, the measurement observed of chemical properties required to change chemical change. We need to find chemical change. Yes or no? For example, CaCO3. We are convert heating CaO plus CO2. This is chemical change. Okay. There should be change, some chemical composition. That's we call chemical properties. So we are going to be studying mostly chemical properties only. What is the chemical properties means? By changing chemical properties. So that chemical composition going to be changed. So there is a mostly reactivity with acids and bases and salts, which is we can write. Shall we expect one reaction? So you can write. For example, I'm asking here. Right. If suppose assume that one reaction takes place. Can write here. This is chemical properties under that. Can write balanced equation. బయట షాప్లో ఏదన్నా పెట్టుకొని చూస్తున్నా బయట అమ్మకి వేసి మొహం పెట్టుకోవట్లేదు నీళ్ళు ఉన్నట్టున్నాను completed. Chemical properties definition: the measurement or observation of chemical properties require a chemical change. These are like composition, combustibility, reactivity with acids and bases. The definition there is so to measure physical or chemical property, we need chemical change. Okay, those are maybe combustibility, reactivity, all these things, chemical changes only. One more time. Nothing is a definition. You can find NCERT book like copy also from NCERT. The measurement or observation of chemical properties require a chemical change. These are like composition, combustibility. I think you know that one. Combustion. Oxygen in presence of any organic compounds is combustion. Reactivity with acids and bases, etc. is the chemical properties. Fine. I think so I need products here mainly. That's you can find definition or method. I think she wrote here. What's the first one? Cation Al3 plus. What's the anion here? OH minus. Here H plus. SO4 2 minus. Is it correct? SO4 2 minus. H plus. SO4 2 minus. Just exchange only this cation and this anion and this anion and cation. First apply crisscross method. Whatever doesn't matter here. Cation and anions exchange. Al3 plus. I hope you know that one. SO4 2 minus. Most of that would give answers. Some people they are not able to write. For them this is so thrice. So this is you need to write here. After that, H plus OH minus water plus H2O. Now we can balance. How many aluminum is there here? 2. Then you can keep here 2. How many sulfates? 3. You can keep 3. So now we can find water molecules. How many will get? Approximately 6. 6 H2O. Yes, very good. Some people already given. Understood? Anyway, all these are chemical properties which they are reacting each other. Next. Measurement of physical properties. Next heading. Measurement of physical properties. Now, what is the physical properties first? Melting point, boiling point, done color, maybe length, mass, all these things. Okay. Measurement of physical properties. In physics also you have all these things. I am discussing just briefly. Don't expect too much. Right heading here. Measurement of physical properties. Density and temperature, how that same? Different. Density and temperature is different. Not same. Okay. So what is the measurements? Total we have 7 basic units. That is international system according to SI system. So those I am going to be write 7 basic systems. If you remember, you can write very fast. No issue that is. Base physical quantity. This is small table. Physical quantity. This is small table. You can write spellings very fast. Don't wait. Symbol for quantity. This is symbol next. Symbol for quantity. Symbol next. Name of SI unit. Name of SI unit. What is the SI meaning? I hope you know that one. Are you studying 6th or 7th standard onwards? Symbol for SI unit next. SI unit. And this is one small table. Total 7 basic units we have to measure physical properties. Total how many? 7. First one, right? Length. Length. Next symbol, what is the length? L. Here meter. Next M. Can you write? If I dictate that one, can you write? This is one. Second is mass. Can you write mass? M kilogram kg. Next, third one, time. Small t, not capital T. Sorry, small t. Time, second, S. Next, electric current, electric current. I, ampere, A. Okay. Capital A, remaining all are small. You can write next. This is 1, 2. Try to remember now only all these things. Don't expect you can do later. Fifth one. Right. Temperature. Capital T. So I'm going to take here Kelvin. SI system is Kelvin. Temperature, Kelvin. Capital K is the symbol. Temperature. I hope you noted down all these 5. Shall we go next? Done? Weight and mass difference is there. So mass is the best one. Weight that depends upon gravity also, na? So mass doesn't depends. That's why most we are taking this is. But most of the cases we are taking mass equal to gravity. Sorry, mass equal to weight. Don't worry. Next. Last 2. Can I dictate? Amount of substance. 6th one. Amount of substance. Amount of substance. We are going to use symbol N. This chapter we are going to study about this one mostly. Mole. Mole. Okay. And last one, luminous intensity. Luminous intensity, symbol IV, unit is candela, CD. So 7 you got. Can you remember 7? If I give 1 or 2 minutes time. These are SI systems again. You are going to be studying physics very well. Don't worry that one. Physics, that's a chapter name only itself, units and dimensions. Chapter name, that is first chapter in physics. So you are going to be study very well. In this case, which we given all the cases, more important for us, number of moles, temperature, these 2 are more important for us, and remaining I hope we can remember automatically. Done? If you remember, we can move further. Even we have some other things which is multi prefixes used in the SI system. They have that one, which we are using prefixes. We are using in the SI system. Prefixes. This also like table, but I'm giving few. We can remember remaining. Just table. NCERT table directly they have. I hope you have app also. You can find. All these we are using multiple prefix symbol. And I'm giving which is at least few you have to remember in this class, and remaining you can write. Actually here they are given up to 10 power minus 24. This is they are given Yocto. Next 10 power 21 minus 21. They given Jepto Z symbol 10 power minus 18 ATTO. ATTO. Write same thing multiple here, prefix and symbol. Ten power minus 15. Femto. F. Next 10 power minus 12. Here onwards we are using very frequently. 10 power minus 12 onwards. In our chemistry. Picometers. Pico and P. 10 power minus 12 onwards. Write little bit fast. So I'm not going to give all, which is I'm using now onwards frequently, which we are using those symbols only I will give. Like this remaining also is there. In physics also we are going to be learn. Next multiple prefix symbol. Next 10 power minus 9. This is nano. I hope you know that one. Nano car, nanometers, nanotechnology. Everyone will listen that word. Nano. And 10 power minus 6. I hope you know that one. Micro. So micro value how much? 10 power minus 6. Symbol is mu. And 10 power 3 minus 3. I remember this one. This we are going to be using our problem solving. I am using milligrams. You have to keep in mind. Milli means how much? 10 power minus 3. All these things we are going to be used. 10 power minus 2. Centi. I'm using stoichiometry, all these things. At that time, don't get confusion. 10 power minus 1. Deci. So same thing here. This is a negative. I'm not going to give positive all, which is frequently I'm using, that's I'm giving multiple prefix symbol. 10, we call it deca. 10 power 2. Hecto. H. Next, 10 power 3. What you can say? Kilo. Few only. You can close this up. 10 power 6 mega m. 10 power 9 giga. Okay. Giga. 10 power 12 tera. Okay. All this they have NCERT book, even physics and chemistry both. Micro symbol is mu. That is symbol is mu. Micro symbol is mu. Kilo K, correct? Kilo K. Any other? Small k. Small k. Kilo is small k. Mega capital M. Giga capital G. Tera capital. Remaining all are capital, which is okay. Any other? Deca. DA small. Hecto, that is also small h. We are using based on unit. Suppose I can't measure na 100 ml. I'm going to be give suppose milli. Based on units, you can find what we are using. Don't worry that things. You can find out that based on sentence, they're measuring in millimeters or whatever that is. You can find out. Millimeter, we can use mm 2 times. Millimeter, correct. This is mm means millimeter. Millimeter, correct. Millimoles, m mole. Millimoles. M is correct only. Nothing is wrong. That is correct. So all this correct only. Nothing is going to be wrong. Don't worry. Now we're discussing on physical measurements only. Okay, measurements of physical. Now temperature. First one, which is I'm going to use temperature. Can take temperature scales. We have here 3 scales mainly, that is Fahrenheit, degree centigrade, Kelvin. So any scale they have one starting to ending values. Okay, this is the initial value R0, clear, and suppose they have final value up to 100. These are R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. These are measurements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 something. Okay, this is the final value. So like Kelvin scale also they have starting to ending. Every scale they have starting to ending. Degree centigrade they have. Suppose you are taking degree centigrade, we are going to use 0 degree centigrade. Then final value is 100 degree centigrade. Okay, that scale have how many measurements? That's only are going to be used. Okay. So now this is the way I am going to be compare the scales. Okay, mostly I am going to discuss here 3 scales: degree centigrade, clear, Fahrenheit, and one more Kelvin. Kelvin. These 3 scales, but in our chemistry, when you are solving problems, you have to keep in mind only Kelvin I am going to use. Only Kelvin. We never use these 2 scales anywhere. We never use any scale in problem solving. We have to use only Kelvin. Keep in mind, note that one with color pen or something, keep in bracket. So in physics or chemistry, wherever you are solving problems, if temperature related came, that term we are using in terms of Kelvin. If I want to convert Kelvin into degree centigrade, anyone? Kelvin. This is degree centigrade plus 273.15. This much you have to add per degree centigrade. Sorry, I can write not 0. T degree centigrade I can write. Please change that is better. I can write Kelvin equal to T degree centigrade plus 273. 273.15. Now suppose I am giving temperature is 30 degrees centigrade. Can you convert into Kelvin? Can you convert into Kelvin? Kelvin equal to 30 plus 273.15. But most of the problem solving I am going to take this is 273. Most of the cases I am going to be take. Can you solve? In kelvins, 30 degrees centigrade equal to how many kelvins? 30 degrees centigrade equal to. These are the temperature scales. They have scale already, you know that one, centimeter scale. Starting to ending, we have values. That's only. Okay. Like that in degree centigrade, in Fahrenheit, they have different values. They start different starting value, ending value is different. All the scales. I hope you converted. Can you convert 27 degrees centigrade equal to how many kelvins? Take 273 approximately. So can I write 27 plus 273? How much will you get? 300 Kelvin. Is it correct? Convert yourself. All these things. Keep that unit is Kelvin here. If you use perfectly that 0.15 also very good. No issue that is. Okay. When you are solving problems, keep in mind may not be used that is 0.15. Otherwise, you also can proceed. If you are solving, that's very good. No issue that is. I think so you understood up to this. Now I am giving last point here, temperature scales. Suppose degree centigrade I am taking. C is the degree centigrade. Initial value, how much I given scale here? This is 0 to 100 I took. Remember that scale. So initial value 0 by, what is the final value? 100 minus 0. I am going to be equal all these things. Kelvin scale initially. K. This is a symbol, degree centigrade symbol. Kelvin initial value is 273.15. 15 I am not taking by what is the initial value? 373. Sorry, 100 I am taking. This also Kelvin also I am taking up to 100. This is degree centigrade scale and Kelvin scale. You can take up to this also initial value 273. Final value plus 100 you can add. In terms of 100 Kelvin. 100 plus 273 how much? 373. Can you write? Now we can see here 373 minus this is final value like 100. Okay. Initial how much? 273. Okay. Equal all these things. We are making equal. If you want solve relation between degree centigrade and Kelvin, we can rearrange here by taking divide by 0 means you can remove that one 0 values. You can get K value finally. Okay, whatever you want relation. Same like that way, Fahrenheit and degree centigrade also need relation. Degree centigrade is 0. I mean initial is degree centigrade 100 minus 0. You can remove these zeros when you are solving. Fahrenheit initial value is itself is 32. When you are taking Fahrenheit scale, okay, here 273 is per Kelvin scale. For Fahrenheit 32. Okay, final measurement value for this is 212. They are taking 212 final value. So now we can apply here. Final value 212 minus initial. By solving this is you can take 0 0 you can cancel, then multiply this is cross multiplication you can do. Can you try that one? C by 100 equal to F minus 32 by 212 minus 32. You can solve this is you can get one relation Fahrenheit equal to 9 by 5 into degree centigrade. Okay, into degree centigrade plus 32. Is it correct or not? You can prove that yourself. This is the relation between Fahrenheit and degree centigrade. So room temperature you can convert into Fahrenheit. Now, so any scale, whatever any scale doesn't matter. Initial, final minus initial by again whatever scale value. I can give next step, that is. So this is degree centigrade, which is the measure you are writing. C degree centigrade minus initial value by final value minus initial value. What is the initial value? 0. This is degree centigrade scale. This is Kelvin. That's why Kelvin minus initial value by final value how much? 373 minus initial value. So this measurement values, you don't worry that one, but think about this one. It's like given relations. Square bracket I given one. This is Fahrenheit and degree centigrade. How to get derivation I given? If you want, you can follow. This is derivation. Can I go further? Don't worry. Next class also we'll discuss. Kelvin capital only. Capital K. Array which is I given 7 basic units, ampere and Kelvin, only capital, remaining all are small. Array, go and search today. You have no mobile, download NCRT app. You can get all these things. Everything you can get. Okay, shall we stop class today? Anything you need? Any slide you have to see again back? Slide 7. 10th slide. And this is the 10th slide. At this point, you can note down Fahrenheit and degree centigrade relations. Now I am going to give, suppose you can take 30 degrees centigrade, then convert into Fahrenheit. Now body temperature, you can take 36 degrees centigrade, 37. You can add that is, find that value also. Slide 4. I am not able to show everyone physical properties. Just physical and chemical properties are given. Physical properties: color, order, melting point, boiling point, viscosity, density. Anyone you can use. And one more, someone they're asking. Alright, once you completed, you can left. You can take break. Some people they have doubts. For them, I am showing. Remaining people you can take break. If you don't have any doubts, you can take break. If you have doubts, you can stay. And this is the 7th slide. Everything they have NCRT book. I am not giving any new. I'm not able to create also. Any other? Slide 2. Okay. Slide 1. You can see. In this table, only thermal energy order is the more important. Anyone? Slide 2. Someone they're asking. Thermal energy. And next point. This slide little bit important. Because stability, energy and charge also given. Note down this point, more important. In future also we are going to use same term again. So thermal stability order. Okay, slide 7, someone they're asking. Over. A reverse or sublimation. Yes, possible if you make that is sudden cooling. Okay. Femto 10 power minus 15. This is femto 10 power minus 15 value 10 power minus 15. 10 power minus 15 femto. Or you can refer today NCRT book. They given everything tables. Up to that you can study. And tomorrow onwards we'll continue. Mostly units almost completed. Volume is remaining. After that we can do. Clear? take break at least few minutes. I have another class, I think so. Bye.